there. Today I'm going to be turning this space underneath my kitchen cabinets into a pull-out door for my recycling bin. I love this project because you can use it to maximize those little slivers of space in your cabinets that aren't getting used. You don't have to have a space that's this wide. It could be like as small as 5 or 6 inches, and you use that space for like a slide out spice rack, which I've seen. But under the cabinet storage for your recycling or your garbage is great too, or whatever you want to use it for. Okay, so there are 2 main things you need for this project. The shelf itself that's going to slide out from inside the cabinet space. I just got a 1 tier, but they have ones that are like 2 tier or have different shelves. They come in different widths. So you want to get the shelf about a 1/2 inch to 1 inch narrower than your cabinet space. Mine is a 12-inch cabinet. This is 11.5 inches. You can get these at Lowe's, Home Depot, or even on Amazon. And then the next thing you need, this is the important thing. It is the door mounting kit that you're going to use to put the cabinet door on the front of the shelf. This is from Rev-A-Shelf. I haven't used it before, but from what I saw on the internet, this is like the gold standard one for attaching the front cabinet door to whatever shelving unit you're using inside. I slid my shelving unit into place, and now I'm going to use a marker to mark where the holes need to be for me to drill it into place. So we've got the shelf in. That was super easy. Ooh, it even has a nice soft close. Beautiful. This next part is the door mounting kit assembly. I haven't done this before, so I'm just going to be literally following the instructions. It says it should take about 20 minutes, so let's see how it goes. Okay, we've got little screws and nuts that I'm using to attach the bracket to the shelf. And these line up with the holes in the shelf because they're the same brand, that Rev-A-Shelf brand. So important to think about. I'm not sure that any other brand of shelf like this would line up quite as well. I just realized I'm not going to be able to get at the other side because there's a cabinet here. So I'm going to have to take this shelving unit out to attach the cabinet door. Probably the easier way of doing this to begin with. So unless you have 2 clear sides on your cabinet, I would suggest attaching the door before you put the shelf in. There's this L-shaped part here, which I already attached to both sides. And then there's a kind of right angle shaped part that's going to come right up against the L-shaped one and kind of sandwich around the shelf. So you're making the part that's going to hold the door, and the door is going to attach to the front of this here. So I've got my brackets in place, and now it's the moment of truth, time to attach the door. This door was here when we moved in, so it already has some holes pre-drilled in the back from whatever it was being used for before. I'm hoping those are going to line up with the holes here, so I don't have to drill any more into this door. But if you're working with a new cabinet door, you'll probably have to line up the holes, use your drill bit, and put some pilot holes in before attaching it. So this should be fun. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to maneuver this. as you can see, the door is too high. It won't close. So I have to do these holes all over again. I need to drop it down about 1/4 of an inch. After several attempts, I finally got the alignment right, and now I have my pull-out recycle bin shelf. I feel like I missed the memo somewhere on the brackets because it ended up being a lot harder to attach them than I think it should have been. So I'm not sure if I missed a step or I just didn't measure correctly, but I had to do it 3 or 4 times to get the cabinet to line up and not hit the top of the counter or sit way too low. So I might mess around with it a little bit more to get it just perfectly lined up, but for now I'm happy with it. It's so much better than what used to be here, and it will be a great convenient place to place all our recycling. I hope this helps you out with this project.